How to do your SARS filing or eFiling online, South Africa. If you're a South African earning income, whether through a job, freelancing, or a side hustle, you need to understand how to do your SARS tax filing online. The process might seem intimidating, but it's actually straightforward if you follow the right steps. First, go to the official SARS eFiling website. Double-check the URL to avoid phishing scams. It should start with www.sarsfiling.gov.za or www.sars.gov.za and show a padlock icon to confirm it's secure. If you're a first-time user, click Register. You'll need your South African ID number, a valid tax number, a cell phone number, and an email address. SARS will send a verification code to your phone or email, so use contact details that are current and accessible. Once your account is created and verified, log in to your SARS e-filing profile. Before filing anything, go to the section titled SARS Registered Details. This is where you make sure all your personal details are up to date: your name, address, banking information, employer data, and contact info. Any incorrect or outdated information could delay your assessment or refund. Next, click on Returns. Then go to Returns Issued and select Personal Income Tax, ITR 12. This is your actual return form. SARS may have already generated it based on data from your employer, your bank, your medical aid, or other sources. If SARS has preloaded your return, take time to carefully review what's been autofilled. Do not assume it's correct. If any of your income sources are missing, for example, freelance work, business income, rental property, or interest from a savings account, you'll need to add those details manually. SARS holds you accountable for full disclosure. Failing to declare income, even unintentionally, can result in penalties or audits. Also check for deductions that might apply to you, things like medical expenses, retirement annuities, donations, or home office costs. You'll need supporting documents if you claim them. Don't skip reviewing the wizard setup section before opening your return. This is where you confirm the sources of income or deductions that apply to you for the year. Tick only what's relevant. The wizard controls what questions and sections appear in your return form. If you miss this step, the return could exclude important pages you need. Lastly, save your progress as you go. E-filing can time out for security reasons. If you're inactive for too long, you'll be logged out and your data could be lost if not saved properly. Once you've completed the wizard setup and confirmed the applicable income sources and deductions, your ITR 12 form will load with the relevant sections. Work through each section slowly and carefully. If you received a salary, that information is usually auto-filled from your IRP5 certificate, which your employer submits directly to SARS. Still, make sure all the amounts match your own payslip records. For self-employed individuals, freelancers, or those with side hustles, declare your income under the Local Business, Trade and Professional Income section. You'll need to break down your turnover, expenses, and profit. Be honest and keep supporting documentation in case SARS requests it later. Uploading documents now isn't mandatory unless the system prompts you, but you must keep them for at least 5 years. If you earn rental income, declare it in the Rental Income section. Include gross rent received and allowable expenses like levies, rates, repairs, or agent commissions. For interest income from savings, money market accounts, or fixed deposits, declare it in the Investment Income section, even if it seems small. Now, look at deductions. Medical aid contributions are often pre-populated, but if you pay for extra out-of-pocket expenses, like chronic medication or private specialists, you can claim those too. Just make sure you have proof. If you contribute to a retirement annuity fund outside of work, enter that under Retirement Annuity Contributions. Donations to approved public benefit organizations may also qualify, but only if you have a valid Section 18A certificate. Once everything is filled out and reviewed, click Save and then Calculate. This will estimate your refund or amount owed. If you see a large refund or debt, double-check for errors. Simple typos or unchecked boxes can change everything. If the calculation looks correct and all required fields are completed, click Submit. SARS will send a confirmation message to your eFiling profile and email. Keep a copy of the submission. If SARS needs documents, you'll get a notification requesting uploads. Respond quickly to avoid delays or penalties. After submission, check the Returns History tab to track the status of your return. If it's flagged for verification, don't panic. This is common and doesn't mean you've done something wrong. Just follow the instructions and upload the requested files through the portal. Turnaround times vary depending on return complexity and submission volumes. Keep checking your profile for updates and always ensure your banking details are correct to avoid refund delays. If this video made SARS eFiling easier for you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs it. Hit like so it spreads, and follow Economic Indicators for more smart money content made for South Africans. We don't just talk about the economy, we decode it so you can beat it. Questions? Drop them in the comments. Your next refund or smart money move could be one video away. So if you're tired of being confused, broke, or overlooked, this is the place for you. Every view, like, and share helps this information reach more people who've been kept in the dark. Don't just scroll past, be part of the shift. You have more power than you've been told, and videos like this are how you use it. If the system was designed to trap you, then information is how you break out. Stay alert, stay strategic. The system was never built for you to win, but that's exactly why you must. At Economic Indicators, we don't wait for the economy to change, we outsmart it.